Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. War drums echoed across Uhud. The air felt heavy, as if the mountains themselves were trembling. Dust swirled in the wind, carrying with it the scent of fear and the courage of a handful of believers. And among those believers was a woman, a mother, a fighter, a lionheart. Her name, Nusayba binte Ka'ab. The world remembers her as Umme Ammara radiallahu. On the morning of Uhud, Umme Ammara did not come to fight. She came with water skins to serve the wounded, to help the soldiers, to do what a woman usually did in war. But destiny had written something else for her. She didn't know that today she would become one of the greatest defenders of the Prophet. She didn't know that angels would look down at her bravery in awe. The Quraysh suddenly launched a terrifying counterattack. Arrows rained like dark clouds. Muslims scattered in confusion. The enemy surged forward. Amidst the chaos, someone shouted, "Muhammad has been killed!" Those words pierced the believers' hearts. Feet trembled, hands froze. Many fled, unsure of what was true. But not everyone ran. Some hearts don't break under fear. They catch fire. Umme Ammara radiallahu looked around, injured men falling, enemies rushing forward, and in the middle of the storm was Rasulullah, almost undefended. She saw him, and something inside her awakened. A mother's courage, a believer's fire, a warrior's resolve. When others fled, Umme Ammara ran towards the danger, towards the Prophet. She threw aside the water-skinned bag, picked up a sword from a fallen man, lifted a shield, and stood beside the Prophet as if she were a mountain planted in the battlefield. Rasulullah looked at her and said, "From where can anyone have courage like you, O Umme Ammara?" An enemy soldier charged at the Prophet, sword raised high. But before he could reach, Umme Ammara leapt in front of him. Her shield absorbed the blow. Her sword struck back. Dust exploded around them. Swords clashed. Her breath grew heavy, but her faith was stronger than the pain. Every time someone tried to harm the Prophet, she blocked them. Every strike she made was for Allah. Every wound she received was for Rasulullah. She fought like a soldier among soldiers, like a lioness among men. Then came the moment that tested her soul. A skilled enemy warrior advanced with a long sword. He struck her shoulder with such force that the blade tore deep into her flesh, a wound that opened almost to her bone. Blood poured down her arm. The world blurred for a moment, but she did not fall. Instead, she tightened her grip on the sword, set her feet firmly in the earth, and continued fighting. Rasulullah saw her bleeding and cried out, "O son of Ammara, help your mother!" Her son rushed to her. Together they fought, side by side, mother and son, protecting the messenger of Allah. Her son was struck. Blood gushed from his arm. Umme Ammara grabbed him, wrapped cloth around the wound, stopped the bleeding with her own hands. And while tying the bandage, she looked at him and said, "Go back, fight the enemies of Allah." Even wounded, even bleeding, her heart burned only with one wish, to protect Rasulullah. At the end of the battle, when the dust settled, when silence returned to Uhud, the Prophet looked at Umme Ammara, her body marked with 12 wounds, some so deep that they would take months to heal. He said, "On the day of judgment, your position will be wherever you wish." And he made a dua for her that shook the heavens. O Allah, make Umme Ammara and her family my companions in paradise. What honor! What reward! For a woman who gave everything for the love of the Prophet. Umme Ammara radiallahu, a woman whose bravery made angels stop and watch, a mother who fought like a warrior, a believer who stood like a shield for the messenger of Allah. Today, when we feel weak, when our faith trembles, when we hesitate to defend the truth, remember her. Remember the woman who stood alone in Uhud with blood dripping from her arms. Yet her voice echoed, "My life is for Rasulullah." May Allah grant us a heart like hers, a faith like hers, and the honor to stand with the Prophet on the day when no shield will remain, except Allah's mercy. If you found this story inspiring, subscribe for more journeys into the lives of Allah's messengers. May Allah guide us all to the truth.